Here we go with 10 things I wish I knew before getting into competitive in Valorant. Everyone dreams of getting that sweet yellow rank popping up on their screens, and as they play their placement matches they hold out hope that maybe, if they play well enough, they'll place higher than all their friends, but end up just placing silver 3x in a row. But today is the day we change that. We're covering 10 must-know things before competitive in Valorant. Real quick before the video starts, we're trying to become the fastest growing community on both Twitch and Discord, so head down to the description and join up to be a part of the fun. And while you're down there, why not subscribe? Defusing a spike is a pivotal moment in every round. It can be the difference between getting that plus 22 RR or losing 22. So it's important for you to know all the timings so that you know if you can defuse every single time. The spike takes for 40 seconds once it's planted, and the defusal takes 7 seconds. So naturally, you guessed it, halving the spike takes 3.5 seconds. Perfect for never missing that defuse. On the topic of the spike, you should always give the spike to the agents you want to farm the ultimates for, like Sage, Gecko, or Breach. You want to make sure you get as many of their ultimates out in a half as you can to give you loads of surefire wins. The term default is thrown around a lot, but it seems that most people aren't actually too sure what it means. A default is when you play your team evenly spread around the map so that they can play for picks or just listen for sound. This allows you to identify gaps in the defense and take advantage as quick as possible. Did you know that the map you get isn't always random? It's actually based on the maps you've played previously, and the maps everyone else in your match has played recently too. Good to know if you feel like you haven't played a certain map in a while. While we're talking about maps, the competitive map pool rotates every act, meaning if your favourite map goes out of rotation, it won't be too long until it returns. Economy is probably the most important factor at the start of the game. You want to make sure you get as many full buys in as possible, so that you have even chance of winning your rounds. It's also important to stay on similar economy to all your teammates so that you all have the same weapons going into a round. Did you know that the highest you can get placed from a placement matches is actually only Ascendant 1? Meaning there's no Immortals or Radiants at the start of an episode. While we're talking about placements, your placements at the start of a new episode and the start of an act actually work differently. At the start of an episode, it resets your hidden MMR so that you have the potential to place higher or even lower than where you ended last episode, whereas with your act placements, it just goes off where you finished last act. When it comes to picking an agent, you want to choose around 3 in different categories to get really good at. So if your main agent gets insta-locked, you're not left with an agent you don't know how to play. Did you know the better you play in lower ranks, the higher ranks you play against? This means you have high MMR and you're predicted to be a much higher rank than you are. And there we have it, 10 things you should know before comp in Valorant. If you enjoyed, smash that like and subscribe for more Valorant facts.